Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I've got an exciting video, one that I think you guys are really going to enjoy today. Pretty much every single one of us that's been playing video games for a while has encountered a various different level of a fire stage or a fire world, filled with all sorts of crazy denizens, and some of the best music often in the game comes from these stages. So what we're going to do today is we're going to dive into at least 10 or more stages that had amazing music based on fire levels. Check it out, guys. I hope you enjoy. Okay, first up is the Magical Quest starring Mickey Mouse. I'm gonna be honest here, I've actually never touched this game, but now I actually really want to. This is kind of a rather unknown Disney gem, and in it, the game starts with Mickey, Goofy, and Pluto. Mickey starts to throw the ball back and forth, basically playing with Pluto, and eventually loses sight of Pluto. Goofy goes after him, leaving Mickey alone, and eventually Mickey, not seeing either one of them for a while, goes in search of them. During that, he falls down a hill and ends up in a magical world and finds out that Pluto was kidnapped by Emperor Pete. Mickey takes off in search of Pluto, navigating his way through multiple stages, one of which is the Fire Grotto. In this stage, Mickey has to make his way deep into a hidden grotto, only end up in a cavern filled with fire and lava. He quickly finds a new costume and becomes a fireman. Mickey, then using his new powers to navigate through the stage, eventually ends up fighting off some sort of fire demon thing? Look, I don't know what this thing is. All I can tell you, the music in the stage is actually really epic. Pretty much in every way. With deep driving beats and urgent punctuations, while keeping a slight undertone of playfulness that lets you know it's a Disney game. Just take a moment to listen to this and see what you think of it. I think it's pretty amazing. The next one I found was The Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks. Now, this is an odd game that sees Link as an engineer on a locomotive out to restore the spirit tracks of Hyrule and save it from the grip of the demon known as Malladus. He's captured Zelda's body and intends to possess it, and the only thing that can stop him is Link with the help of Zelda's spirit. They need to restore the spirit tracks to help the good spirits of Hyrule lock away Malladus for good. Like many of the Zelda games, there are a lot of temples in this one that are elemental based. And the one with the best music is the Fire/Sand Temple. This track takes your imagination to faraway places filled with magic and wonder. The rhythmic beat of the drums, the harp, and many of the more exotic instruments giving you a sense of vast deserts and oppressive heat. It builds this fiery dungeon perfectly, elevating the experience as a whole. However, I hope you're good at music yourself, because all of these dungeons require you to use the DS mic in order to play a tune that opens a new section of tracks. Leaving the only thing being heated was me as I struggled to play the necessary tunes to open up a new destination. Take a listen and see if you think this track in this game is worth it for that kind of struggle. Next up on my list is Star Fox 64, and no one should be surprised by this one. This sees you on your way to fight off Andross and save the universe yet again with your pals Falco, Zippy, and Peppy. On your way, you're going to have to fight through multiple environments and even use multiple vehicles. None of these seem so dangerous as Sector Y, also known as Solar. Looking like you're flying right next to the sun, you're not only going to have to fight off the forces of Andross, but dodge waves of fire that look almost like solar flares. The track in the stage is nothing short of stunning, with dramatic ups and downs, a driving bass beat, and a full orchestra accompaniment. This tune, along with the underlying call to war, is phenomenal. This tune has it all, and helps set the mood for this gorgeous stage in a timeless classic. Have a listen and tell me if you don't have the itch to play this game right now. Now we come to a classic that you either love or hate, and the passion that you have for or against this game may burn just as bright as the stage itself. We're talking Super Ghouls and Ghosts here. This sees Arthur once again on his quest to save the princess, braving haunted ships, crashing waves, and for the purpose of this video, the Crucible of Flame, part of the Vermilion Horror Stage. This area is deep in the core of the earth, where the only illumination to be had is the molten lava and fire surrounding you at every turn. The denizens here include not only fiery bats, but brutal, vicious-looking fire bear-looking creatures that will happily breathe fire on you as you come near them. This track fills you with a sense of nervousness and dread that you can almost feel an ominous presence watching over you as you listen to it. The lethal intent follows you along with the enemies as you push through this lethal stage in Ghouls and Ghosts. Take a listen and see if you can't hear what I mean. Shovel Knight. This is a great Mega Man style game. From its classic Mega Man inspired aesthetic to its sometimes brutally hard stage design. In this game, you take the role of, well, Shovel Knight. Who are you expecting? Arthur from Ghosts and Goblins? You're tasked with defeating the Enchantress and saving Shield Knight from her in the order of no quarter. Along your way, go through multiple areas, acquiring new abilities and defeating many of the Knights of the Order, including Mole Knight, who is the boss of the Lost City. This level is filled with all sorts of hazards, from falling rocks to molten lava. You must use all the skills of the shovel in order to make it past this lethal stage. Fortunately, to help you push through this level, you have a kicking soundtrack. Reminiscent of some of the best Mega Man tracks, Lost City theme bores its way into your head and gets you properly worked up and motivated to face this fiery stage with all the bravery of the Knight of the Order of the Shovel. Just close your eyes for a minute and listen to this track and tell me if you don't get this feel of a Mega Man or an urge to smack someone with a shovel. This channel strongly recommends not hitting people with a shovel and disavows any suggestion that we told you to do so. Partake of shovel smacking at your own risk. One of the last great Sonic entries until Sonic Adventure was Sonic & Knuckles. This sees Sonic once again hot on the heels of Dr. Robotnik, who is again trying to steal the Chaos Emeralds. In this quest, Sonic will make his way to the Lava Reef Zone, which is an area filled with a network of mines and caves on top of a large magma chamber. Sonic must make his way through this stage before coming face to face with Robotnik in his Hotmobile. A submarine that can go under magma. Yes, it's called a Hotmobile. Dr. Robotnik, just go with it. This track is honestly a pretty great accompaniment to the stage, but it's about as odd as Robotnik himself, because I don't know whether or not I should slow down and take my time or just go salsa dancing. Take a quick listen to this playful tune and let me know what you think about it. I think it's pretty cool. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know a whole lot about Dark Souls. I haven't played that many of them. I just know they're one of the most brutal game series created, and also tend to have some of the most brutal looking stages ever designed as well. Those of you that know this series will remember fondly, or not so fondly, the Iron Keep. Great fortress that was so heavy it began sinking and is now sinking into a large pit of lava. You, as a nameless human protagonist, must brave this area and its deadly denizens, along with its traps, before coming face to face with the old Iron King himself, a fearsome lava-dwelling demon. The music behind this one is just as brooding and as dark as the area itself. Punishing tempo helps set the mood and emotional state of the player as they push deeper and deeper into this deadly but beautiful part of the Dark Souls world. It should absolutely come as no surprise to anyone that a Mega Man game made it onto this list. This series in almost every form has had some of the most amazing music and interesting stages, and the Fire One and Mega Man X4 is no exception. In this stage, you're tracking down Magma Dragoon, a fearsome Reploid that looks part human and part dragon. He was the one that let the Sky Lagoon drop to the ground, killing hundreds if not thousands of Reploids and humans, starting the conflict between humans and Reploids to begin with. He's hidden himself in a volcano daring X and Zero to confront him. Unbeknownst to the two of them, he had long desired to fight to the death with each of them, and Sigma provided him the perfect opportunity to force this encounter. As you listen to this track, you can feel the same sense of urgency to push forward. The upbeat but forceful tune enhances the sense of urgency the two must feel to get to Magma and finish this fight quickly. Take a moment to listen to this hopeful yet purposeful track, culminating in an epic confrontation with Magma Dragoon. Well, it's no surprise when you do a video on fire levels that Diablo shows up. And the entire series is not showing great music. But one of the best that comes to my mind when you look at it closely is Diablo 2, when you finally chase the Lord of Terror himself into hell. By this time, you've chased the Wanderer all over Sanctuary, and he is about to unleash the entire might of hell itself upon the realm. Everything you have done to this point has led you to this moment. The weight of the song, and the looming threat of it weighs down upon you as you push through your own fears towards the inevitable confrontation with Diablo himself. You can hear the music itself almost trying to push you over the edge to get you to submit to your own fear, your own terror, and give up your foolish pursuit and find a nice corner to hide in and pray that you're spared from the coming storm. Just listen to a few moments of this and see if you don't get that very same sense from it. Okay, this one's not necessarily just hell itself, but let's face it, the Doomslayer kind of brings hell with him wherever he goes, dispensing his own brand of justice and punishment to those he deems worthy. The music in this case is more poignant because he literally enters into hell for the final time to shut down the threat it poses to the world at large. This song is nothing short of pure adrenaline. The drum beat and the haunting black melody, punctuated by the high-pitched tempo of the same, gives you a sense of intensity and urgency that most music rarely hits. It pushes you through the fight, helping you feel the Doomslayer's mindset, making you want to rip into your opponents with a deep-seated sense of vengeance and rage. You want to rip into the demons, to tear them apart, to every fiber of your being. During this track, the game offers all the opportunities in the world to do so, sending waves and waves of demons to try to stop you during these intense moments. When the onslaught finally finishes, you can hear the climax of the music and breathe a deep sigh of relief. Your work is done. It's time to move on to the next fight, because for the Doomslayer, the war is never over, just the battle. Okay, I almost forgot to drop this one in. This is Aladdin, and if you don't know the story of Aladdin, okay, here we go. You play as Aladdin, tricked into going into the Cave of Wonders to retrieve a lamp from the evil wizard, finding instead a genie companion, and starting on your quest to win the heart of Princess Jasmine. This game follows much of the movie with a few harrowing and intense stages, one of which is called The Escape. In this one, you're trying to find your way out of a vast lava cavern that will test almost all the skills you have in the game as you leap, run, and climb your way up this treacherous lava level. The music, I have to say, fits this level beautifully, and you can feel the intensity from it, the sense of urgency as you race through this level, the music pushing you to go harder and faster, always reminding you that death is but one missed jump away. Well, there you have it. At least 11 stages that had fiery music in it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed these. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the music. Hopefully you found some more that you didn't know about. If there are any I missed, please let me know in the comments. I'm always curious to find out more stages and more things about what people like. And it might take me a bit because my studio is kind of on fire. Yeah, it's a thing. So, If you guys like this video, these things do take me quite a bit of time to put together. If you would, please hit that like button, and if you're feeling particularly grateful for the fact that my studio burned down to bring you this video, you could actually hit the subscribe button and the notify bell. That way you know whenever I can drop content again after I've sort of prepared the studio that's burning down around me. So, hopefully you have a great day. I have a fire to put out, so I'm going to go, and happy gaming.